February 2025, the Warriors made a stunning announcement at the NBA All-Star Technology Summit. They introduced 4 AI-powered robots, each designed to give them a competitive edge no other team has. And while the Warriors are calling this innovation, others are already calling it the beginning of an NBA arms race. Stephen Curry is now training with a robotic shooting assistant that never gets tired. Steve Kerr is using AI-powered defenders to simulate opposing teams' strategies with inhuman precision. And if that wasn't enough, the Warriors are tapping into big tech level data tracking to optimize their plays, their fans, and even their business model. The NBA has never seen anything like this before. It's an AI-powered defensive simulation that can recreate any NBA defense with terrifying accuracy. Need to practice against Jason Tatum's footwork? Mimic can replicate it. Want to break down Anthony Davis's rim protection? Mimic can do that too. This means that before the Warriors even step onto the court, they've already faced an AI version of their opponents, giving them an undeniable edge. But here's the real question. Is this even fair? Is Golden State about to turn basketball into a game where the richest, most tech-savvy team wins rather than the most talented players? This might not just be innovation. It might be straight up cheating. Stick around, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see the Warriors, and possibly the future of the entire NBA.
The Golden State Warriors have just crossed the line between sports and science fiction, and it's sending shockwaves through the NBA. Imagine a team that doesn't just rely on human skill anymore, but instead has an army of AI-powered robots assisting them in every aspect of the game. That's exactly what the Warriors unveiled at the 2025 NBA All-Star Technology Summit. And here's the part that should terrify every other team. The Warriors aren't just using these machines to help their players train.
The AI learns what they want and feeds them exactly that. But here's the dark side. How much of this is still about the love of basketball? Is Golden State creating a super team fueled by corporate-backed AI? Or are they just turning basketball into a profit-driven, tech-controlled business? And if they succeed, what's stopping other teams from doing the same? Stick around, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see the Warriors, and possibly the future of the entire NBA. For years, the Golden State Warriors have been at the cutting edge of basketball evolution. They popularized the three-point revolution, redefined small ball play, and built one of the most dominant dynasties in NBA history. Not only are they optimizing their on-court performance, but they're also using AI to manipulate humans' psychology. If a player is frustrated, KIT detects it. If the team needs motivation, KIT provides it. This isn't just about better teamwork, it's about engineering the perfect mental state for winning. Some players love it. Others, they aren't so sure. Because if AI is monitoring their emotions, what happens to privacy? What happens to authenticity? This means that before the Warriors even step onto the court, they've already faced an AI version of their opponents, giving them an undeniable edge. Now let's be honest, this isn't just about better training, this is warfare-level strategy. While other teams rely on scouting reports and film study, the Warriors are essentially running AI combat simulations, adjusting their plays in real time, and perfecting their execution before their opponents even know what's coming. For Stephen Curry, that means thousands of uninterrupted shots without ever needing to adjust. At first, Curry admitted the robotic training felt strange, but after seeing how insanely efficient it was, he embraced it. And here's where it gets concerning. If the Warriors are training with robotic perfection, Will human defenders even be able to keep up anymore? It's one thing to practice against an assistant coach. It's another to practice against a machine that never gets tired, never loses accuracy, and never misses a cue. They're taking over every aspect of the game, from coaching decisions to business operations, and even the way fans interact with the team. And if you think this is just about improving basketball, think again. This is about dominating every single level of the NBA. While some argue that AI is just another tool like film study or advanced analytics, let's be real. This is something entirely different. The Warriors have developed an unfair advantage that the rest of the league simply doesn't have the resources to match. Take BEBE, the Bot Enhanced Basics and Equipment Assistant. Are the Warriors even playing the same game as everyone else anymore? And it doesn't stop with the players. The Warriors have turned their front office into an AI-powered empire. They've partnered with Google Cloud's BigQuery to analyze massive amounts of data, covering everything from player scouting to ticket sales. While other teams rely on traditional scouting, Golden State is using artificial intelligence to predict the next great player before they've even had their breakout moment. They're also using AI to recreate the dominance of their past title runs. That's right, the Warriors aren't just reflecting on their championship years, they're scientifically engineering a way to recreate them. At first glance, it looks like a glorified athletic trainer, monitoring players' fatigue levels, optimizing recovery, and even making equipment adjustments based on performance data. But here's where it gets unsettling. BB isn't just responding to player needs, it's predicting them. It knows when a player will hit a slump before they even do. It knows when someone is at risk of injury before they feel anything. And because it operates purely on data, it can make recommendations that override even a player's own instincts. Think about that for a second. If a machine is telling players when to rest, when to push harder, and when they're at risk, at what point does the human element of competition disappear? They're also using AI to recreate the dominance of their past title runs. That's right, the Warriors aren't just reflecting on their championship years, they're scientifically engineering a way to recreate them. Reports suggest that their analytics department has been feeding AI massive amounts of data from the peak Curry, Clay, Draymond era and designing a blueprint for rebuilding that dynasty. This isn't rebuilding, this is manufacturing championships. And while most teams struggle with attendance and fan engagement, the Warriors are ahead of the game. They've developed a mobile app that collects over 100 million data points from 30 plus fan sources. Every time a fan buys a ticket, watches a highlight, or clicks on a piece of Warriors content,